Greetings, LMS Tactical here. I'm in heavy traffic, so I'm going to bust out a video. I know it's been a while. I'm recovering from a fourth surgery, shoulder surgery, that shoulder, the left one. Hello. So coming back from getting the stitches out. Had the surgery last week. I'm fine, thanks for asking. Okay, listen, what are we going to talk about? So much going on. You guys, I haven't made a video since the Trayvon Martin trial or verdict. I was going to do one on that, and I thought, you know what? It was a combination of me being just too fucking disgusted with the population's reaction and the fact that people are probably pretty much burned out on it. But I think I'm not going to be able to avoid talking about it now. Because what I want to talk about is what I always talk about these days, how fucked up America is. But I want to put a new twist on it. What can we do about it? I mean, is there really nothing that we can do? Are we just stuck at the mercy of these, as Rush Limbaugh calls them, and I'm not a huge Rush Limbaugh fan, but nevertheless, he does make some good points. He calls them low information voters. And then people are like, hey man, what are you trying to say? We're stupid? Ignorance and stupidity is two different things. Excuse me, I'm ignorant when it comes to brain surgery because I don't know jack shit about it. But I'm not a stupid guy. Okay, now that you got that fucking distinction, where do you start when you're talking about salvaging America? Listen, there is a line in the sand, and once that line is crossed, there is no coming back. I mean, and that goes for any fucking subject. We've got to be at that line. I mean, we definitely are looking at it. So we need to come up with some answers. Now, all of us, when I talk about us, I'm talking about us right-minded people, not right in terms of politically left-right, but right in terms of right-wrong, integrity, honor, adherence to the Constitution, people that agree that America's fucked up thanks to the liberals and the communists and socialists that have infiltrated this country disguised as liberals, which really there's not much of a distinction anymore. But beyond gnashing our teeth and getting pissed off, is there anything we can do about it at all? I've done what I can in terms of the riseagainsttyranny.com. Go check it out if you haven't. And if you have, sign the fucking guest book. I'm getting tired of doing this shit, and then it's like nobody ever fucking... So what am I doing it for? So, at the very least, use a fake name and say, yeah, man, I support it. That way other people get motivated. Okay, it's not an ego boost for me. When I want an ego boost, I just look down... Oh, never mind. My fucking gut's huge. McDonald's. Okay, listen. Is there anything we can do? Let me, before I answer that, say that I'm fully aware of the various dynamics involved in what has caused the right-minded people in America to seemingly not do anything. It is because you and us, we have been manipulated, we've been locked down, we've been shut down completely by the absolute nuclear weapon of socialism and communism, which is the concept of political correctness. It has completely fucked us up. And as I've said before, if you're a first-time listener of mine, go back and look at some of my other tapes, because I hate rehashing the same shit, because long-time listeners get upset about it, I'm sure. The bottom line is, look, political correctness, the idea of it has done more damage to this country than World War I, II, Vietnam, Korea, and all of the shit combined. It's done more direct damage to our country, to the fabric of our country. Because what it does is it stifles the right-minded person from shouting out, the emperor is wearing no clothes. And I understand that when I'm on Twitter at Airborne80, A-I-R-B-O-R-N-E 80, you fucking idiot. This mother... And he's black too, so I must be a racist. The guy almost fucking killed me. Okay, I saw... Fuck you. Road rage. Okay, so the deal is... look at this fucking dude. Oh, I should turn the camera around. There's going to be an accident here. This guy is literally out of fucking control. If he crashes, I'm going to be mad I didn't turn the camera on. I'm going to turn the camera on. I'll be back. Hang on. All right. So, anyways, that dude crashed and blew up, and a bunch of fucking bodies are everywhere. I'll make another video about it later. Am I rolling? Yeah. Okay. Here it is. So. I get it. I understand why we don't speak out. We all know what the problems are with everything, including the racial bullshit that the president's promoting to divide us and to initiate civil unrest. We see it. We know it. But we can't say anything because most of us, the right-minded ones, have jobs. We have careers. And so when I'm on Twitter and I tweet out something that is pure genius, like every tweet almost, with few exceptions, and I don't get direct responses, I might get retweets. But now I'm just about ready to hit 9,000 followers. So, and that's the old-fashioned way. I mean, I'm not like paying for followers. So the point is that when I say something like Obama's an asshole, 9,000 people get that message. Now, out of those 9,000, probably all but 2 have careers. Because that's the type of person that listens to a guy like me. They don't have the luxury and the freedom of agreeing with me because there'll be ramifications at their place of employment. You see how fucked up this country's gotten? There is no freedom of speech. I am able to do it because I'm in a position right now where I don't have to worry. Could this come back to haunt me? Sure. But I'm at the point where I don't care anymore. Some of the actions that we're going to have to take are going to necessarily cause negative ramifications. We can no longer just identify a problem and shake our head and expect to survive as a country. We are going to have to say shit and speak truth at all costs. And when it costs us our career, well, it's easy for you to say. It is easy for me to say because we're either going to lose our careers now or we're going to lose our country later. You know, what goes your career if you're living in fucking communist Russia? Which is exactly what's going to happen here. Without making this video a 6-hour-long video, I want you to consider what would it be like if you lived in a world where you spoke truth. You spoke actually. I tweeted this out last week during the Zimmerman trial. I said, and this, you'll get the picture. This ties into my concept. I tweeted out something along the lines of, imagine a country where you were responsible for your actions and you had no exaggerated history, or no, you had no ancient history to draw upon as an excuse for failure. And then I put ... Welcome to white America. Now, there's a lot of black people and a lot of liberal whites that might stumble onto this video that are going to call me a racist. And if you go back and watch my other videos, I'm at the point now where I don't give a fuck what people think of me in terms of racism. Our president during one of his speeches last week, spent quite a bit of time talking about how divisive this country is and how we're all blah, blah, blah. He said that he talked about African American history that won't go away. I got news for you. It won't go away because blacks will not allow it to go away. They don't want it to go away. And if that truth makes me a racist, then I accept it. And that's what I'm talking about, people. We have to start speaking the fucking truth. You know, could somebody overhear me and fucking, get offended? Then I'll deal with it. I'll have to fucking deal with it. And you'll have to deal with it. Because until we start speaking the truth and stop fucking allowing ourselves to be silenced by these motherfuckers who are using... Listen, Trayvon Martin was killed by a Hispanic guy with a white-sounding name. And we saw what happened. We see how now that George Zimmerman's life is in danger and shit. You got a Hispanic guy who kills a black guy, and he's a fucking Adolf Hitler racist, blah, blah, blah. Well, you got this football player, what's this guy's name, Martinez, who killed a black guy, murdered him outright. I don't fucking hear a goddamn thing about it. And what's his name was saying that on the radio today, and it was a great point. Chris Plant was saying it, and I love Chris Plant. And when he said it, it was like, Jesus Christ, that's so true. Here you got a Mexican guy who murders a black guy, and you don't have Al Sharpton saying nothing about it. Nobody's protesting. Nobody gives a fuck. But if Martinez's last name was Smith or Goldberg, we'd be rioting. So we need to stand the fuck up for truth and stop being manipulated. So try that on for size. So your mission, should you decide to accept it, and I hope you do, is to start putting truth, articles, statements, sayings on your Facebook page, knowing full well that your friends and family and coworkers are going to see it. And if they dump you as a friend, fuck them. You need to stand up for reality, not be silenced. So when you're talking about somebody, like you got the news media who refuses in many cases, especially newspapers and prominent newspapers, who will talk about a serial rapist strikes again on the bike path in Washington, D.C. This was an actual article, Washington Post, I believe. Suspect was described as a male wearing white pants and a cream-colored shirt. That tells anybody with a fucking brain that the suspect was black. But nobody can say that. That's the world we're living in. We can't say black because we have fucking shitheads like Chris Matthews on CNN, I think he's on, that literally give Obama verbal blowjobs every fucking time he opens his mouth, and he berates his own race, you know, like as if every white person had a slave. Hey, fuck that. We are not going to be held responsible for some shit that happened. My relatives weren't even on this motherfucking continent during slavery, so fuck that. And even if they were, it doesn't matter, man. I am not responsible for what my fucking parents did, let alone my grandparents, let alone my great-great-great-grandparents. That is a played-out fucking thing. You finally get a black dude in the White House he's got 2 elections that he stole, and he ends up in the White House. Yet we're still a racist country because they need us to be racist. Obama and his fucked up team of tyrants want us to have a race war. Wake the fuck up. That's what they want, because then they can bring the strong arm of the huge government that they've grown down upon us and fucking initiate martial law. They can use all these things like the Trayvon Martin killing as anti-gun anti-gun shit. This is all how they operate. And meanwhile, the good Joes and Janes are just going to and from work, and they're going, oh my God, the country's falling apart. Fuck it. Fly your flag upside down like I do on the back of this fucking truck. Fly it upside down at your house in an international sign of distress. And when your neighbors come out and go, oh my God, that's a disrespect for the flag, you say, hey, fuck you. Our country is in danger, and I'm fucking showing you it's in danger. It's been good talking with you guys. Take care.